Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Knife Chats with Tobias. 5 case knives each day for 5 days for a total of 25 case knives. Let's get to it. Day 1 of 5 case knives. I thought I would start with 5 case knives that are in my collection that I only have one of the pattern, but I would love to have more if it was ever possible. It might be cost prohibitive, or it might be that case just doesn't put them out enough. In any case, let's get started. The first one is the case Bartender knife. Now this is the 6.5 4130. They also have a 2130, which is just the gun stock. Both knives are on the gun stock frame. This one has the Spearmaster blade. Then it has the long pin blade on the other side. But because this is the Bartender knife, it has 2 additional blades on it. One of them being the corkscrew on the back side, and then it has a label cutter. And I would love to get a few more of these, but right now they go for somewhere around the $200 mark, and I'm not willing to pay $200 for it. We'll see if I ever run across one that's going to be a little cheaper than that. But this one, I have it, and it is in the bone stag, 6.5 bone stag, so that's pretty cool. Next up is the knife that every year I say, hey, Case, as long as you're going to issue something from your vault, how about this one, the Eisenhower? This is the 06283 Eisenhower. This one was made back in 1976. You just don't see Eisenhowers that much. It's just an equal end pen knife. You notice it's got the little cutout there for the long spear blade here. And you see the blade there. And then on the other side, we have the smaller pen blade. There's also a little bit of a notch right there for the pen blade. So both blades have a little bit of a thumb notch, so you can get to those blades, which are really slick and down in the handle there. And this is one of those equal end pen knives that I really dig, and I just wish Case would bother to release the Eisenhower from the vault again, because this knife is iconic, and why it is not out there all the time is beyond me. I'm assuming they don't sell it all the time because it's just not that popular, but this would be a killer for the vault knife. Next up, go big or go home. Let's talk Coke bottles. This is the 61113 Coke bottle. Notice how slim this one is. It's nice and slim. Doesn't have that bulge up here, so you do have a little bit of a notch right there from the end of the blade, but that's okay. And just look at how nice that looks. Good 5 inches long, and this one has a Spearmaster blade, so nice and slim there. This was what is this one here? Number 188 for the 1988 ABCA and limited edition, 1 of 2100. So if this was made back in 1988, you just don't see a lot of Coke bottles coming from Case. This one would be great. This one's in the Rogers jig, the Amber Rogers jig. Look at that wonderful shield on there. That's another one that I would love to see more Coke bottles from Case, but this pattern, not the bulky copperhead style bolster on the top. I don't like that one as much. And next up, this is one of my favorite fixed blade knives, and I'm hoping that Case will come out with these again. This is the Pheasant Hunter, also known as the Small Game Hunter, and it's the 523-3 1/4. You can see the Pheasant Hunter on there. This one is in beautiful little stag there. You got the brass guard and the brass pommel going on there. Nice big chunky handle. This fits my left hand better than it fits my right hand, so I really like this one. I got this one used, but it was in really good shape. I would not have been able to get it at the typical offering prices that people have on it, which tends to be up there in the $250 to $300 range. I got this one for about $100. You can see the leather sheath is a little stained, but that's okay. It was definitely used a couple times by the original owner, and I was still very happy with it. Now, I have other case knives where I only have a single issue of it, or only a single knife of that pattern. Now I have more case knives where I only have one of the pattern, but most of them I don't really care if I get more than just that one in the pattern, except for this one. This is my little sweetheart knife. This is the desk knife. This was designed by Tony Bowes. See here, it's in the white smooth bone office knife on the handle here. I had it engraved with Knife Chats with Tobias on the blade. We see on the back side here, this is the 617-3, and this is just a beautiful little knife. I really like this knife, and I have used it quite a bit, cutting, you know, for its intended purpose, opening envelopes and stuff like that, and cutting little things around the table and stuff. So this is the last of the 5 case knives that I only have one of, and I would really love to have more of. The case desk knife. Let's zip it in like that, I guess. So there are the 5 case knives that I only have one of, but would love to have more of. Tomorrow, maybe I'll look at some knives where I only have one of, and really don't care if I have more than that. Let me take just a second to thank you once again for dropping by and spending a few minutes here at Knife Chats with Tobias. I really do appreciate it, and I do appreciate any comments that you leave. So please remember to give me that thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you'll know when the next episode is up and running. Thanks again for dropping by. Really do appreciate your time here.